Okay, so um, get started. We're now in season 2 of the podcast, and this will be the third podcast of season 2. And we have a new guest, but I'll get to her shortly, and I'll let her explain herself, where she's from and where she comes from. Then we can get it started. But before we get it started, I just want to say thank you for your time. Thank you for being a part of this journey. Thank you for coming on the podcast and sharing your story. It's growing really, really great, and I'm honored to have you and have you on this podcast. So we'll now give you the floor to tell us who you are and where you come from.
Thank you for having me again. My name is Karla. I'm from North Carolina. I also go by the K. That's what people know me from or know me as. Um, I'm from North Carolina, Burlington. I've lived here all my life. I'm 26 years old. And yeah.
Okay, so just to get us started, tell us how you got into cars.
So I'd say getting into cars, I'd say my dad was a major part of getting me into cars since I was little. And then also, I'm the only child, so I grew up with a boy cousin, so we always played with Hot Wheels and stuff. So that honestly like grew my passion for it and made me, you know, get into it.
Okay. Tell us your favorite moment you had growing up with cars.
Favorite moment. Um, I'd say honestly going to classic car shows with my dad growing up. It just made me view cars from a different perspective, not just cars. It's not all just about cars, it's about the people.
Facts.
Mhm.
And that's what we're building here or trying to build here. Um, we have we have 4 partners currently that that's helping build the podcast because like I keep saying, I want to make it more than just a podcast. So
Mhm.
we put together a media team. Putting together a media team. We'll be traveling soon to like different cities and states and checking out the car meets there. And then just overall, we'll be talking about the car scene overall. I did my first vlog style at a car meet 2 weeks ago.
Mhm.
So we'll be going into that as well. So, but to get back on topic, what's your favorite classic car?
Favorite classic car? Probably a Chevelle. I like Chevelles.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
smooth.
Yeah.
That's smooth. So you can't go wrong with a Chevelle.
You can't go wrong with it.
Not at all. Um, let's see. What was one thing your dad taught you that stuck with you? It could be cars and not cars, but what is one thing he taught you growing up in cars that just stuck with you?
To always be open to meeting many people because I used to be a very shy person. And honestly, getting into cars made me open up a lot more, and I'm not as shy anymore. I engage with everybody, try to make them fit in. Like, I don't like leaving people out. I just like, communicating and getting to know everybody to see what made them them, not just
Hmm.
about cars, just about them in general.
See, um, that's kind of sort of what we building our team around is that kind of personality within a car scene because you can say it's hit or miss that you'll find that or that you'll see that. You do have the
Mhm.
good people in the car scene. You do have the ones that's like open and friendly, but then it's the ones that makes it more inviting to be a part of the car scene.
I
The ones
agree.
to give that little extra effort to make the newcomers feel welcome, or just to make the whole scene in general feel more welcome. So it is like levels to it with the people in the car scene, and the fact that you do that for other people is dope because the car scene isn't. I say it's not in a bad spot, but some people, not it's not everybody, but some people gives it that negative vibe that kind of push people out from the car scene.
Yeah,
So I always give people their credit and their respect where it's due because the fact that you do that for people coming in the car scene is needed. It's what the car scene needs more of. That way, That way we don't lose our car scene.
Yep, I agree 100%.
So I am glad that you take that time to do that for people. And like I said, it needs to be recognized and respected because not everybody is like that. Like I say, you do have cool people, but then it is steps to it. So
Mhm.
it's definitely good to still see that. So your dad only like classic cars?
He likes everything, honestly, but I guess growing up in a small town, that's mostly what was around.
Mhm.
So, but now, the car scene like escalated a lot from back then to now. There's so many like different kinds of cars, like just different everywhere.
So how was it growing up in like a small town, but still having a car culture?
So, growing up in a small town, I've mentioned I've joined the car scene like fully like 2015. I was 15 years old. Um, so honestly, I was like the only car girl in the small town, so it was kind of like a little bit of nerve wracking a little bit because there were, people talk, but
Hmm.
it was kind of hard because I was the only girl and I was always hanging out with a bunch of dudes and people thought it was weird, but you know, it was for the passion, 100% for the passion, good people, hanging out with them. And it was hard growing up, but it honestly got better over time.
Okay, I ignore that. That's me. Um, for sure. So I wanted to get into that later, but it is a good opener. You got into the car scene in 2015, so you've been around the car scene for a minute,
Yes,
good
for a
minute.
long, long time. Yeah.
So you actually been in the car scene longer than I've been in the car scene. I've always been into cars, but far as being in the car scene for me, it started in 23. I was a late bloomer. That's because
Hmm.
before that, for me, it was just basketball. I didn't care about nothing but basketball. I played basketball from sun up to sundown. That's the only thing I cared about was basketball.
Yeah.
But I always loved cars though. So like I guess when I got my first car that I actually wanted to start doing mods to, then I got into the car scene. But you've got the experience, um, you got the knowledge, so you've been around it a lot. Give me your take on the car scene from when you first got in it to now.
When I first got in it, I'd say people were more together. Like everybody talked to everybody, everybody was nice to each other. It was just like a big, like happy family. Everybody got along, everybody knew each other. And then now I feel like maybe social media played a role in it. And I feel like
Mhm.
it's more like groups here, groups there. They don't talk to each other much. Like, I don't know. I just feel like it's very separated compared to back then.
I I agree. Um, because I started a car group. It was called Legion. And when I first started, we was out of Jacksonville, Florida.
Hmm.
And trying to network with other car groups, slick felt impossible. You did have some car groups that was like, okay, well, now that'd be dope if we could like link up with each other and do the basically like the big collabs with each other, right? But then you had the one groups that just looked down on everybody because they thought their group was like here and you could be
Yeah.
down here. So
Hmm.
and going to car meets, you do see people in packs. Like you will see a huge group there. You'll see somebody by themselves here. You'll see a huge group there. So it definitely has gotten more separated. And then
Yeah.
you got some people who will go to the car meet, but then they sit in their car the entire night. So definitely agree with that. I haven't seen it firsthand that it definitely is more separated. Far as that aspect, how do you feel towards like the image the car scene has as far as takeovers and like egos in the car scene?
I honestly don't agree with takeovers, especially the ones that are, out in the streets, like actual streets instead of, the track or something. Like they have tracks for that. But I feel like I don't know. Like to me, those people that do it out in the open and not at a track, they're not car people in my opinion. They just wanna, I don't know, find a way to fit in somehow. But honestly, they're just beating the car up. They're they don't really care for it from my perspective. Everybody has their own opinion, but I mean, it's cool if you take it to the track, beat it up there, and then fix it, and then beat it up again. Kinda like
Yeah.
drift cars. Drift cars, they do that. They mess it up, they fix it, go back. But out in the streets, like middle of intersections, highways, and stuff like that, that's what made the car scene reputation horrible now, and we get harassed by cops all the time for it. So,
Big time, man. I definitely agree. We actually had a guest come on that was actually into takeovers, and then she said over the years, her view of it, her view of the takeover scenes change. She still said she still enjoy it, but she was like, you can see where like the image part came in because I agree. I don't stand for takeovers. I don't like them.
mhm,
It has gave the car community such a bad taste, and now you could just be driving with either a nice car or a loud car, and you already targeted. You
yep,
already profiled that you basically a takeover kid just because you got a nice or loud car. So um, that's also a reason why I started the podcast. That was one of the reasons was to hear from the people that's actually in the community. Because if we could hear from the people that's actually in the car community, get their opinion, their takes on everything that we got going on, then it'll give the people a better understanding of not everybody is a takeover kid. Not everybody in the car scene is a douche or like
yeah,
a bad the image that's put on the car scene. I feel like this podcast could be a great way to show that that's not the car scene. That's not what we agree with. That's not what we do as actual car enthusiasts. We don't agree with that at all.
yeah,
So,
100%.
and then I thought it'd be dope also to give people an outlet to come on and tell their story and give their opinions and then who knows like what can come from this podcast. Because like I say in the future I plan on traveling and meeting the people that I have had on the podcast. So I think that'd be dope too.
Yeah, I'm glad y'all doing
Also,
this.
it's been I don't lie to you, it's been fun. I met some really great people. And most of my partners that I'm working with now came from the podcast. So it's been a blessing. Um and like I say every time, I thank y'all more probably than y'all thank me.
Mhm,
Because even though like I start this podcast without the voices, I have nothing. So again, that's why I thank y'all so much for coming on and telling y'all story and then giving y'all opinion about how y'all feel about stuff. Because it's nice to have an outlet. Oh, just real quick before you get to the next question, it is kind of off topic. I'm
mhm,
starting something called a Women's Wednesday, starting next week. But before I actually get into it, I wanted the opinion first on how I could really represent that the correct way and not just do something and
mhm,
it's like half-assed. So what I'm thinking of doing for Women's Wednesday is to give a platform or just give this platform and then give women the freedom to come and say whatever they feel about what goes on in the car scene, how they feel about the car scene, body work, automotive, anything dealing with cars in the car scene. I want to give the women the space to come out and just tell their truth about it. Like, and don't hold back, like say what you really feel about being in the car scene, how you treat it. I want to
mhm.
figure out a way to let them voices be heard every Wednesday.
So, honestly, I haven't had much issues with it, but I kinda see how a lot of women now are having issues with it, and I also say social media is a major part to that. People just get bullied for it, like, "Why are you a woman in a man's field?" or whatever, like, blah, 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 but I honestly don't agree with what they're saying. I I think women should just bloom and, like, show what they actually love to do no matter what people say. But yeah, me personally, I haven't really had an issue, I guess, because 'cause I've been in the game for a long time. It kind of makes me feel old saying that, but like, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's just now is the social media, honestly. Like, yeah.
I can agree with that. That is a topic that we talk about a lot on the podcast because social media it's like a double-edged sword. You got a good side of social media, but I feel
Hmm.
like that's overshadowed because there's so much negative from social media.
Yeah.
And then some people make social media their personality. They base it off the likes, the followers. They base it off if they have influence. They base it off like some people make social media their personality, and then it takes away from the actual build you got and the person that you truly are. So,
Hmm.
what is your biggest take from social media?
Um, these take from social media. I'm not sure. Um, shoot. I got a brain fart. I can't think.
Okay, then we'll just come back to it.
Yeah,
What I will say is, you've built a pretty good following for yourself, right?
yeah.
So, take us through that journey.
Okay, so I do have. I wouldn't say like I have like extraordinary following and none of that, but I am pretty well known in my area. Because when I started getting into the car scene, I told myself, seeing those classic cars and seeing people get together and feel like a family, I want to start hosting meets myself. So
Okay,
I had started hosting meets in my area also since like 2015, 2016. And I'm still doing it till this day. It
that's
definitely
dope.
it definitely got bigger and bigger over time, and I network with a bunch of people now. And it's honestly awesome. Like, I've hosted a few meets last year, I believe, or the year before that, at a pizza place, and I always got good feedback on it because they were like, it's so diverse. Like, there's literally a little bit of everything, drag cars, everything, slammed, everything. And they just loved it because I actually got to see people interact with each other, not like at
Mhm.
other events where they're like separated in groups. Like, it actually felt together. And honestly, over time, word of mouth, they're like, oh, she hosts meets. So my following just kept escalating and escalating. And then now I want to do a little bit more content. I struggle making content. I'm not going to lie because I'm a busy person, but I'm trying to work my way up and see what happens and hopefully get into actually hosting like big shows maybe in the future. I don't know, but we'll see.
Most definitely, I think you should. I think you should do it. One, you already have the experience. Two, you've done a great job at it to get from where you were to where you're at now. I just feel like you should keep going. Um, First, I'm gonna give you credit again and respect for actually doing that for the car scene and hosting them meets. And then, from what you're saying, the environment that you made through the car meets you did host, it's dope to see that people was coming together through every car meet. It's dope to see people coming back. It's hard to build a car meet, first and foremost.
Hmm.
People don't understand the work it takes to actually host a car meet. So the fact you was able to host them successfully for so long, that's also like again, respect for you for doing that also, and to keep it going too. That's mad dope.
Thank you.
Um, I actually made a post long time ago, where I gave my opinion about giving the people who host car meets more credit,
Hmm.
because we all enter cars, but the people who go out their way to make it happen every night for us, or like when they do make it happen, they give us an outlet to go network with other people. So we got to give that more respect in the car scene. And then when we get there, take it more serious. Like, don't just go there thinking, no, I'm finna show out for everybody here, or I'm finna just do this or do that, or just make the car meet about me. That's not what it's about. It's for everybody to come out and enjoy cars. So
Hmm.
again, thank you for everything you do for the car scene. If nobody tell you, it's great. Really appreciate it. And that's what I want to start doing also more of is just giving people them their flowers, like a random post or like through a story, just give people the respect they deserve for doing stuff in the car scene. Because you some people do it with some do it with a how can I say this? Some do it with a hidden agenda. They do it for the wrong reasons. But then some do it because that's what they generally like to do.
Yeah.
And you can tell from the type of person you are, it's something that you just generally like to do. Like you're not in it just for the benefits. It's something that you are like you passionate about, like you said earlier. It's a form of passion for you. So when you run into them people, you gotta just give credit and say thank you for everything you have done
Mhm.
so far. So when's the last time you did? Are you planning to host any meets this year?
I just had one yesterday. It was Cars and Coffee. It was the second Cars and Coffee we did here in this small town, Burlington. I mean, it's not that small anymore. It's growing, but yeah, it's the second Cars and Coffee we had, and honestly, it was a good turnout. And then we usually have like a meet once a month at night at this place called East Coast Wings. Shout out to them for always letting us like use the parking lot, and they're always like having deals for everyone to eat. And yeah, honestly, it's always great.
That's even better though. Like when you can find, and then again, that's why I'm strong on supporting other people because you built a relationship with that company to a point where now they look out for you because you look out for them. Basically, you
Hmm.
bring them customers. It's basically like a mutual, like a respect type thing. And what I hate to see is people come in and try to ruin that because they want to be the center of attention. Like you said, social media. This is what social media comes back into play
Yeah.
because now you're trying to go viral and you ruining something that somebody put their hard work into. You ruin it just for one clip, just for one video. Because let's be fair, after you go viral after that one video, now you gotta keep doing that to stay relevant. So if you do that, you just ruin it for everybody else not going forward. So that's why I say you just gotta give the people that host them meets more credit. But you say you want to get into doing more content.
Yes, I do want to get into making more content. I've been trying to start vlogging and stuff made for like TikTok or YouTube and stuff like that. So yeah, I definitely want to start doing that soon.
Okay, and if I can ask, where you from again?
North Carolina.
It's like I don't think the drive to North Carolina that I mean it's a couple hours, but I don't think it's that bad.
Hmm.
Let me see because I'm I'm doing the same just the same thing. I'm trying to do content for the podcast. And then I'm trying to make content for my own, for my own enjoyment, like my own personal car page. I'm trying to make content for. So when people say that's something that they want to get into, I always push for it. It's fun. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's fun. Um, and I was very shy about starting content, starting anything really, because
Hmm.
I kind of sort of got a speech impediment. On some words I stutter real bad, and if I get too excited, it just comes out way too fast, and then you can't hear me,
Yeah.
and then my voice don't travel. So like I was already scared to do social media or content in general. But my first video, after that first vlog I did, and I kept doing it, it became really fucking fun. Like it became really really fun. So I'm definitely that is something that I might always check in with you about like how's the content going? Like, stay great. Like keep going, keep pushing yourself to be great. That's definitely something I like doing with other people is to keep pushing them to bring out the greatest in themselves. Because you slick already started. Now like if you add content to what you already do, that'd be really dope. Like really
Yeah.
dope for you going forward. So I would like to see like I definitely gonna be looking out for it.
I appreciate it. I give you props for getting into that content stuff because it's hard to like remember. I need to record this and then I forget to record the next step. I'm like, oh my God. It's just
It,
hard.
it's a struggle for real because
Yeah.
like it looks so simple. Like when you see it on like YouTube or some stuff or like TikTok, you're like, oh, I could do that. But
Yeah. It is hard. And then editing too. Oh my god.
that's a whole different nightmare.
Yeah, that's a whole mm,
That takes forever. So I want
mhm.
to get into your cars now. You have the Eclipse, then you have the other one, correct?
Yes, I have a '96 Honda Civic hatchback.
Okay, so now that's your hard question.
Mhm.
Which is the favorite car?
Oh lord, here we go. Alright, so fun fact, my Eclipse is my first car ever, and I've had it for 10 years.
Respect. Respect.
And honestly, and the Civic is my dream car that I got, that I've been searching for a long time, and I finally got it. They're both amazing cars, but Imma have to keep my number 1 as my first car just because it has not gave up on me. I've been taking care of it like it's my baby, and yeah, that's the car that honestly made me known, I feel like, because it's different and everybody knows me by this car. Like, back in high school, they would be like, "Oh, you're the girl with the orange car," because it was orange back then, and
Okay.
yeah, so honestly, I feel like it's the car that helped me grow as a person and made me known, yeah.
So the very first car I paid off is the car I started my content with. And I want to say it broke down in June of last year. June or July. I want to say July. July. And I could not figure out for the life of me what the problem was.
Mhm.
And I did. It was days where I almost posted it and sold it. It was days where I almost called somebody to come pick it up. But I could never actually press that button to actually call somebody or to actually post it because I'm like, nah, like that car got me into the car scene. It started my first car group, um, my first YouTube video. My TikTok actually, I'm very surprised. It's not a lot, but to me it's a lot. I have
Mhm.
actually 2,000 followers on TikTok from that car. So I get it on that being your favorite car because it's like that's what started everything.
Yeah,
And when you, it's weird, but you bond with your car. Like it's a weird bond you have with that car. Like it's just like you just can't get rid of it.
yeah.
I just figured out my issue with my car was gas. So it's set for almost 8 months because I had a gas issue.
Oh, Lord.
Talking about being pissed off because I fixed the fuel center unit. It turned on,
Mhm,
but it turned back off. So I'm just like, so when I put now this is where I say it's straight brain fart. Like it's all my fault. I put gas in it, but
mhm.
I only put 2 gallons of gas in it. It turned on, and I let it run. I turned it on. Now I let it run for like how long it ran for. I did that. It turned back off. Now my dumb ass was like, okay, well now I gotta fix something else. What I should have did was just put more gas in it instead of putting 2 gallons. Go get a bigger tank and put more gas in it.
Mhm.
But my fuel standing unit was causing my gas gauge to read wrong. So my car was telling me I had gas in the car, but in reality, I had no gas in my car.
Okay.
So I done fixed the fuel pump, the fuel standing unit, the crankshaft sensor. I done replaced the throttle body. I done replaced the mass FO sensor. Like I'm replacing everything else, but the actual problem was gas. So
Yeah.
now that I got it back on the road now, I done fell back in love with it like twice as much as I did the first time. So that's the car that I'm a keep forever. I'm finna get it repainted because one side of the paint messed up.
Mhm.
After I get it painted, I'm gonna two tone it. I'm gonna do red on the driver's side and black on the passenger side. but I'm doing it inside and outside. So I'm gonna take all the parts out and I'm gonna paint everything. The dashboard, the steering wheel will be everything will be red on my side and black on the other side. That's what
That's pretty
my plans
unique.
for it.
That's unique, yeah.
I'm probably starting it next week. I got the paint coming next week. Then I'm gonna start painting it.
Oh, yeah.
But I want you to tell us about your journey to Eclipse and how you got it from where where it was to where it is now.
Okay, so when I was first car shopping, I was like, I didn't really know what car I wanted.
Mhm.
Um, I just knew I wanted a coupe and just a car that I think I can do something different with. So I was car shopping, whatever. My mom had a friend that had a dealership, so he would go get cars and blah blah blah. So my mom was like, "What kind of car are you looking for?" So I can tell the guy, and maybe when he gets one in, he can call us and we can go take a look at it. I was 16 at the time. I was like, "Okay, let's go." So he called my mom up, said, "I have this Eclipse here if your daughter wants to come look at it." And she told me the year and everything. Honestly, I hated this generation so much. I hated it with my whole life. It was just so ugly. So I was like, I do not want to go see that car. But she was like, just go look at it. Maybe you'll change your mind. I was like, fine. So I went, I looked at it. I was like, the exterior was horrible. It was so bad. The sun faded the paint. There were scratches all over it. Someone plastic dipped the wheels. It was terrible. It was so bad. So, but I liked
Uh,
the interior. I was like, I like the interior though. I like the interior. So I was like, you know what? My imagination is, coming in. So I was like, I think I can do something with that. So I bought it. And I had my imagination. I went in a bunch of forums online trying to figure out some stuff. And honestly, these cars do not have much on the market for parts. It's just most of the stuff you want is going to have to be custom made. But honestly, I found the parts that I needed. Then I bought coilovers, I bought some wheels, I bought some stuff for the body kit, all of that good stuff. And I got it repainted orange because when I bought it, it was orange, but it was all ugly. So I got it repainted orange again, but it was like a sunset orange, like a really nice orange. It wasn't close to the factory Eclipse orange that they had, but it was a
mhm.
little darker. But honestly, everyone loved that color. I miss that color. I'm not gonna lie. But anyways, so yeah, over time, I changed the color, and then I went purple, like a candy violet
Okay.
purple on the car. I got that painted with like some flake in it. It was really nice. And then I got into wrapping a little bit. So now the color that it is now is wrap. So yeah, and then I got my new wheels and all of that stuff. And yeah, over time, 10 years, it just got better and better. But now I want to change it up a little bit more. So we'll see in the future what I do.
I look forward to it. My little brother, I think the youngest one, his favorite car was a Eclipse.
Hmm.
And back then, like we used to like found like, why do you like that car, bro? I'm like, out of all the cars you like, bro, like you want an Eclipse, bro? And he was like, all them
Yeah.
brothers like it. So
Yeah.
like when I was following on Instagram, I was like the fuck? I was like, no, hold on. I'm like, that's an Eclipse. Like the color stood out, and then the rims was like bolder. So I'm just like, nah. I'm like, hold on. I'm like that Eclipse kind of clean. Like you don't see.
Yeah.
And the good thing also is you don't really see eclipses like that. So I'm just like, nah. I'm like, okay. I'm like, the color actually fits it. Like I kind of want to say perfectly.
Mm.
It makes it look like way bolder than it normally does.
Yeah.
Then the Chrome, I was like, yeah, nah. I was like, let me take it on the podcast, like, because I got, I want to hear about that, because, like I say, with my car, every car meet I've gone to, I've been the only person with that car at a car meet. I have a '08 Mercedes, CLS 550.
Mhm.
Like I see them a lot on Instagram, but it's only been one meet I went to where I seen another. Well, my body style. People have the
Mhm.
newer body style, but I have the older body style.
Yeah.
I seen it once at a car meet. I'm just like, yeah, and just like you, there's really no parts for it on the aftermarket. So anything I want done, I have to get custom made. It is a body kit, a wide body kit I found for it. That
Mhm.
shit like 6 racks.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, but I can't lie though. It's fucking worth it.
Yeah.
So our plan is to have it by this year. If not this year, then next year, because I found some rims already for it that I'm probably getting the next like 2 weeks. Because now that I got it back on the road, I'm going full send this time. I'm not
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not taking a step back. Full send this time. So I found some rims for it. Now I will say this much: it's definitely gonna be different. I'm a two face it, like truly two face it. I'm gonna have it murdered on one side, like rap, and then on the other side, I'm gonna have like a more like aesthetic. So on one side it'd be red and chrome, on the other side it'd be straight murder.
Mhm.
So that's the look I'm gonna give it. So like it's like a toothpaste. So like with rollers, you can get the clean side, and then on the other side you can get the murdered out side. So that's what I want to do to it.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. Yeah.
So now tell us about your other car.
Okay, so my Honda Civic, it still needs a lot of work and all that, but it's honestly I don't know what I want to do with it quite yet. It's cuz like, the Honda Civics, they have a lot of parts on the market, like a
Oh
lot
yeah.
of stuff for them. So it's like, do I want to be slammed? Do I want a track setup? Do I want this? Do I want that? I don't know what I'm doing. I just don't know what to do cuz they both look good. So right now I got, like a functional build right now. I don't have anything crazy under the hood, in case y'all wondering, because everybody asks me. Not right now. Not right now. But yeah, I'm still trying to figure that out. I've only owned the car for about 2 years now, maybe three.
Okay.
Honestly, it went by pretty fast. Feels like I got it yesterday, but yeah, it needs a lot of work. I'm trying to get it repainted. I'm still indecisive about the color because I go crazy colors.
Hmm.
So, but honestly, the white is just so clean. At the same time, I just want to keep it like OEM plus, like because
Okay.
it's over 20 years old. So I'm like, I kind of want to keep it nice and OEM plus, so people are like, wow, that old car is pristine,
Hmm.
instead of like slamming it and like all that stuff. So I'm thinking maybe I'm gonna keep it like that, like OEM plus look a little bit. And then this Eclipse, I'm gonna dedicate it more to show. So I'm definitely not gonna be driving this Eclipse as much anymore. But the other one, I definitely want to drive it a lot more. So yeah,
Okay. That um again, I'm gonna give credit that Eclipse, the way you have built it is definitely show worthy,
thank
in
you.
my
Too.
opinion. Definitely show worthy in my opinion. So I am interested to see what you do with the Civic. Because like you said, you have a shit ton of options to go with that Civic.
Yeah, I'll like maybe I can go stance one for a year. Next year I'll be like, never mind, let me do this. So I don't know. I might switch
So
it
you
up.
you have certain options to do with that Civic. So and I think that's another thing too. Like if I would have known the market for my car was like so small, probably actually that car was even not on my radar at all. Like at all. I was going to look for a Challenger or a
Mhm.
Charger, or I was trying to get this BMW. But when I was going to test drive the Challenger, the dude, no, it's a Charger. He turned it on and then it started smoking. Like, I mean, like porn smoke.
Oh Lord.
So he turned it off and I'm just like, not buying that. And then he had to move the CLS, turned it on. And I'm like, hold on, what the fuck is that? I turned around, I'm like, that's that car that sounds like that? And he was like, yeah. He was like, know what? He's like, yeah, test drive it. Might as well just test drive it since it's already on. Now I'm like, yeah, but I'm like, At first, not gonna lie to you, I'm like, it's not really, it's not, it's not me. Like it's long as shit. I'm just like,
Mhm.
it's not me. He was like, dude, this test drive it. He was like, just test drive it until I get other cars, moved up for you.
Yeah.
I test drove it, and instant, and it was done. I was like, nah, bro. I was like, don't even, the other cars, bro, don't move it. I was like, I'm gonna take this one. I had it for 2 weeks, and unfortunately, the transmission went out. So like, it would go from first to seventh to third. Like that motherfucker was just everywhere. So we took it back. Um, took it back, and he fixed it. Now I think he broke it because he fixed it and then he test drove it. Then after the test drive, he was like, well, it was working. Now it don't work no more. I'm like, well, what did you do to it when you're driving it? Like you had to do something to re-break it. So after that broke, I ended up getting me a 535. I had a 535 for like 6 months
Mhm.
and then free. So since my car was at the shop still, basically I got that 535 for free for like 6 months until they figured out my car. Then they was just like, we can't figure it out. So I got out of a 535 and into a 325. And then when I got the money to get my car back, I went and bought it back. Immediately went and bought it back. And now
Mhm.
I can just rebuild it. So you have your dream car, right?
Yes.
Give us some other dream cars you have.
Other dream cars. I have a lot of respect and love for Hondas, so definitely a lot of Hondas, like an Integra Type R.
Okay.
Um, well, my Honda is a EK9 replica, so Type R replica. Um, let's see what else. An S15. I really want an S15.
Those are smooth.
And yeah, and the S13 too. I love the S13. So honestly, I'd say those are probably my top ones that I'd want to own.
Okay. So that in a sense, you're more so of like a JDM kind of girl.
Yes, yes, I
Okay.
am.
So how do you feel about like the supercars and stuff like that?
I like them, but honestly, they don't really catch my eye like that. Um, like when I see one out in public, I'm like, oh, that's cool, you know? But
Mhm.
I wouldn't own it personally. I don't know. It's just, I like the old stuff.
Okay.
I'm not a big fan of the newer cars either, like the new BMWs, all of that. I'm not really into that stuff. I'm more focused on old school stuff. Yeah.
When it comes to the BMWs, the newer ones, I hate that front end.
Yeah.
I I hate that front end. Like, if I was to get a BMW, I want the M3, the E92.
Mhm.
I want that's the I want me a 3 Series and a 5 Series, but I would prefer the older 3 Series and the older 5 Series. Now I am like I love some supercars. I love some hypercars, but
Mhm.
if I had the money for a car right now, all the money in the world to go buy a car right now, honestly speaking, it would be the 2014 2014 CLS AMG. It'd be the new body style to my car.
Mhm.
That's like my like dream car. Like that's the car that I want to get. If I had the money for it right now, or just if I got the money to go buy a car, that'd be a car right now that I'll go buy. It's that 14 CLS AMG. That's what I want so bad.
Yeah, AMGs, they sound good. They look good
Mm,
too. Mm.
oh
Yep.
God. The first time I seen that car, I remember we was leaving the mall and it came up behind us. I seen the headlights first and I'm like, oh shit, that been nice. But when it drove by and I seen them tail lights, I was like, and I figure out what that car was. Because at that point, like I said, for me it was just basketball. I ain't care about shit but
Mhm.
basketball. So when I seen that car, I'm just like, damn, like when I get older, goddamn, I gotta have one of those.
Yeah.
And now that I'm getting like, cause you can make almost like 800 out of that with just like a down pipe and tune almost.
They're pretty
So
fast.
that they is. Now I have another question.
Yeah.
You've been in the car scene for 15, not damn that, like 10 years, right?
Yeah.
Um, and we see the backlash from everybody within the car scene or with the topic of being the car being built or the car being built, right? Like a built with a D and then built with a T. Um, and then, the car scene is, I feel like, also in that category, it's divided because everybody tries to says, like, they try to say if the car is not modded engine wise, it's not a build, right?
Mhm.
So what's your standpoint on that whole like topic?
Um, I do be hearing all type of stuff like that too. They're like, "Oh, if you take it to the shop and you don't work on it yourself, you're not a car person," or blah blah blah. Like people talk all that. But honestly, like my Eclipse, I don't really have anything done with the engine. I'm gonna be honest.
Mm,
Everything is just cosmetics. Um, I like going for the look part because obviously that's the first thing people are gonna look at is the
uh-huh,
first impression. Um, Whatever's under the hood is just a bonus, I guess. But honestly, I don't think it matters in my opinion. Like if you love cars and it's your passion, that's what it is. Like it don't matter what your car looks like. Like we respect that. But nowadays I do see people like disrespecting people about just the littlest things about a car and honestly that's what's causing everybody to like separate into little groups because they think they're better than everybody.
agreed.
But I mean, I don't know. That's mostly all I gotta say about it. Like as much as we're trying to bring people together, it's just hard.
It is hard. Because one thing I've been saying is the car scene opened up a new lane for itself recently.
Mhm.
Because the old car scene, it was purely what you did to the engine. That was what your build was. It wasn't how the car looked. It was just your engine, in
Yeah.
my opinion. That's what a car scene was back then, was just the engine.
Mhm.
But I feel like now with people being so diverse and so creative, now they're like, well, I don't need to go fast everywhere. That's not like, I don't care for my car to be the fastest car on the street. They don't care about
Mhm.
that. Like they more so want to be expressive with their car and basically be themselves through their car or just like a part of them. So I love that the car scene opened up that third lane for itself where it's just like purely aesthetics of the car.
Yeah.
Because as you said, the first thing you do see is the outside of it. So, and then I love that, it opened up just one of the good things about social media. It opened up a space for you to share that creativity, that's what you did to your car. So I think we need to be more respecting in that way to just respect the aesthetic style of the car scene now because you still have people that build it for looks, but still have a car that's built for power. And then everybody don't gotta be the fastest car on the street to be in the car scene.
Yeah,
That's
I
not what
agree.
that's not what it's about. Like it's just about building. Cause like my car, I can't make it. I really can't make it faster than what it already is, and I'm cool with that. I'm cool with the little 300 horsepower it got. I can probably get the four, but I really don't really care about that. I'm not trying to race it. I don't care who faster than me. I just want to build a nice ass like car that basically I can show like my like personality type deal. So
Mhm.
um I do think we need, like you said, respect people more for just being creative enough to go out and show their car or to show their bill. I feel like um we gotta stop the egos and oh my car better than your car. If that's why you in the car scene, you truly not a car person.
Yeah. I agree.
And if you is a car person and that's the kind of attitude you have towards other car people, at some point you're in that same boat. And you're always trying to figure out what to do with your bill. So now that you have finished your build or your build is where you want to be at, it don't mean you look down at everybody else in the car scene. I feel like that's
Mhm.
just that's just stupid to me, honestly.
We all start somewhere, so
We definitely all start somewhere. So it's it's just like you just gotta get respect because we if it was about power, the car scene would be so much smaller. And
yes.
then we wouldn't have a car scene. but it's kind of off topic. But I have a question.
Mhm.
We was talking about it yesterday on the pod, on the ladies podcast, right? And you say you didn't really face it because you've been in the car scene for a little minute, but for like new girls coming in the car scene, like how would you give them advice on how to manage or how to navigate in the car scene?
I'd definitely say don't be shy. Always ask questions because honestly, being in the cars, you're always learning something every day. Like, you don't have to know everything like from the jump. Um, Definitely like if you're scared to get into it, I say just do it. Just do it no matter block all the negativity away. Just get into it. Build your car how you want. Don't let people judge you. Go on forums, go on Google, look stuff up because I know some people don't like sharing, like,
Hmm.
some things. So honestly, do it for yourself. Don't look for anybody's, like, how do I say it? Don't let people like influence you, I guess. Like
Okay,
influence yourself and grow yourself. I'd say that, yeah.
that's solid. Um, how do you feel towards like dating in the car scene, like another car guy, or like type dating in the car scene in general?
Mm, Me personally, I have to date a guy that's in the car scene because I feel like if I talk to a normal person, I guess a normal person, I'd be talking about cars and they're just gonna be like, "What are you talking about?"
Hmm.
But honestly, dating in the car scene, I don't know. There's like mixed things, you know.
Hmm.
There's just like if you have a friend group, I definitely would say don't be the one to date someone in the friend group because it'll divide everybody if something happens.
Sure,
Um, but other than that, yeah, like I think dating in the car community is great because you can have like his and hers and like share the same passion and grow together. And honestly, it's a beautiful thing.
it is. Our new partner, Jahara, she said her and her husband met from street racing.
Wow, that's
She's
amazing.
she said they was at a light together. Then she was like, "You want to race?" She said they raced. Then after they raced, they pulled over and started talking. And then after that, they story been going since that night.
That's a true love story right there.
No, on God it is.
Yeah.
Like that's on God it is. So that's what we was talking
Mhm.
about last night. And then um, so when you first got into the car scene, like how comfortable were you to go to actually like car meets?
Mm, Honestly, like when I first started and like I got my car and everything, I just started doing my own meets. I didn't really go to meets much because honestly didn't see many like flyers and stuff for meets around here. So, because I guess, small town. So I was
Hmm.
like, dang, like I don't know anybody in the car scene. Like I'm the only female in town in the car scene. So it's like, what am I doing? So, I was like, you know what? One of my birthdays, I was like, I'm gonna just do a car meet. I'm gonna make a flyer and I'm gonna post it and let's see what happens. If nobody shows up, that's fine. I don't care. At least I did it, you know?
Hmm.
And yeah, the first one, everybody that pulled up, everybody's my friend, still to this day. And honestly, I don't regret doing it. I was nervous at first. I was about to be like, you know what? I'm not gonna do it, whatever. But I'm really glad I did it.
I'm like looking back on things like that. Like you always wonder, like, what if I didn't do it
Yeah, well,
versus to
you know.
because I actually speaking this podcast, I was supposed to start it last year in March,
Mhm.
and I didn't do the first podcast until October 5th. And I'm gonna be honest, it was me. It was my fault. Like I was asking people to come on the podcast. I was doing all the work. I was making a website for it, which I'll be bringing back up. Honestly, I'll bring that back up probably next week. But I was making a website for it. I was DMing people. I was trying to get stuff ready for it. But I don't know. It was something I was overthinking that I was basically holding myself back on for a long time.
Mhm.
And then finally one day I was just like, bro, just fuck it. I did it, and since then I was so like, I'm glad I did, and I'm glad I stopped procrastinating and actually put like myself out there to do it. I'm glad I did that. So that's why like I try to pick people's brain when I bring them on the podcast. No, it's like the because I want to learn from like eventually I want to host my own car meets, right?
Mhm.
So you already did that. So like I can always hit you and be like, yo, I need advice on this topic, or I need advice on this, or like just run me through X, Y, and Z. Like let me learn from you since you already did it. Like give me the experience and knowledge that you have, the way I know how to be successful going forward. That's what I want to like also learn from people as to how to be more successful in a lot of stuff. Because when it comes to a good little bit of stuff, like I know what I'm capable of, but then also I know I still have like to learn around a lot of stuff. So I don't want to be like, oh, I know everything type deal. No.
Yeah,
Um. So I will be staying in touch and asking more questions about like just stuff here and there. And then I will say 8 hour drive, which is not bad. Um. In the future, I would like to collab and meet together.
of course, yeah.
Um. How far how far are you from like a big community with cars?
Honestly, not far now. There's a lot of car people around here now. I also want to give a shout out to Drive By Mafia. He's been growing so much with his brand. He's we've been doing stuff together for a while now, maybe like a year.
Okay.
And yeah, he made his own brand. He's always out at all the shows and meets and everything, networking with people. And he's honestly a great person. So yeah, we would definitely love to have you here one of these days and, show you what it's like in North Carolina, the car scene down here and how everybody gets together.
See, that's what. Let me show you something real quick. I don't know if you can look at it now, but I'm just sending it to you.
Mhm.
Cause what I want to accomplish one of these days, I'm still working out a few things, but I'm getting my pitch ready to send to investors really soon.
Mhm.
I sent it to you on Instagram. Um, it's something that I'm trying to build for the car scene going forward. Right?
Yeah.
If
Oh
I
yeah,
can,
I
okay, I
see.
gotta stop. I gotta stop saying if.
Mhm.
When we build that, I want everybody, and especially people that I work with on this podcast, I want them to feel like they have a home there. If you ever want to use it, just give me the word. It's yours. If you ever want to host something, give me the word. It's yours. If you ever want to feel like no, or like if you have any ideas towards it, like anything you want to put your input on, I'm all ears on it because I want to make that a home for the car scene. That way we can protect our image. We can have fun without people trying to shut us down. We can control the narrative of how the car scene looks, what the car scene is, and then we can give it a home. Just imagine like coming out to a drift race or a drag race. And then eventually I'm add more to it. But having somewhere to stay, like you can come for the weekend and chill out on the whole pad for the full weekend. And you just surrounded by this number like car people all weekend. Imagine the content we can make from that spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that would be awesome.
So that's what I'm working on. And then how you just said, see how the community is in North Carolina. Remember earlier I told you about the chapters?
Yeah.
So that's what we're building within our media team. Not really a media team. That's what I call it because that's what I be doing. I go to car meets. I basically record it.
Mhm.
The, but what I want to do is start this either once a month or every 2 weeks. Just have a podcast strictly about like all the car meets from like different areas. And then whoever wants to come on the podcast, we can talk about the car meets that was hosted, the things that go on, what we've seen, like just break the car scene down like in different areas. So that's what also I want to do. Um, then I'll be showing off the car scene here in Florida. Then we got the girls showing it off in Colorado. So I'm trying to get or work with people in different states to basically capture the car scene, and then we all work on together and we basically just broadcast it. That's what I'm also
Yeah,
working on.
that would be pretty cool. Yeah.
So I would offer or run it by you if you want to run the chapter in North Carolina. That could be something that we could work on. That's only if you're interested. No pressure, but
Yeah.
it's definitely something that I want to do also that where it just brings it just brings more coverage to the car scene and to the people that's like building something. Because you also said you want to do content, so um, I've been trying to find ways we can all work together on something and build something together within the car scene. So I feel like that'd be dope too, as well.
Yeah, we definitely need that for the community.
So it's something that I'm trying to I'm trying to work on. And like I said, everything that you've done for yourself, you built for yourself. It definitely would be an honor to have you as a partner because you
Hmm.
have every quality that I want to work with people, and also the people that I'm working with have the same qualities. So we could all learn from each other, benefit from each other, and help each other in any kind of way possible. So, like I said, I will be honored if you do want to partner up on that. If not, I totally understand. It's just to put it out there. But that is something that I am working on. And and I'll probably be doing the second video this weekend for it. Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, I'm making another video this weekend for it. Basically, just show what I'm trying to do, like with that whole setup.
Yeah, I'll definitely keep that in consideration for her. Yeah.
For sure. Um,
Hmm.
if you have any questions or like anything you like to speak about personally or just get off your chest?
I think that's all. Yeah.
Okay, so two more questions. Just
Hmm.
um, what do you want in your future going forward with cars and your Instagram and your content wise? Like, what do you want to? What be your mission for your content for your like your YouTube and your like TikTok and Instagram?
I definitely want to grow into a bigger content creator, hopefully. Um, but also like still doing the same things I'm doing. Like, some people become a really big content creator and they just change as a person. I really don't want to change. I want to be the same person and just show everybody, how much I grew and also help people, come together. Like I said, like, I don't know, that's just a very big part of me. I just like seeing people come together. And yeah.
Same. And just so you know, go be supporting every step of the way. Go be resharing, reposting. So you will always have our support on this end with your journey going forward. We'll always do what we can to show what you're doing and always give you your flowers for what you're doing. So you always have our support no matter what going forward,
Thank you.
of course. And the very last question is if you could put a message on the billboard for the car scene, what would it be?
Message for the billboard. Always be unique and don't be afraid to always like, show off your hard work.
Back. Some people hold back or they hold their greatness back and you gotta put it out there more.
Yeah.
Okay, well, before you end this podcast, you can shout all your handles, your Instagram, TikTok. You can go ahead and shout. People know where to follow you at.
So y'all can follow me on TikTok, Instagram. Yeah, TikTok and Instagram, K4G underscore. Y'all can go give me a follow. I'll definitely be more consistent with my content, hopefully. I just posted a vlog on TikTok from yesterday, so
I'm
hopefully
gonna check it out.
it goes good. Yeah.
I'm
So
gonna
definitely
check it
go
out.
check it out. Yeah.
Okay. Again, thank you for your time. Thank you for being a part of this podcast. I really appreciate you coming on. I'm honored for your time. Honored to hear your story. I look
Thank you so
forward
much.
to I look forward to the content. Like I said, I'm gonna be a big supporter in everything you do going forward. I do want to make that collab happen, so we'll stay in contact about that.
Of
But
course, yeah.
again, just thank you for everything today.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. I do do like a big collab where I bring on like multiple people at one time.
Mhm.
If you want to do that, I can bring you back on. Um,
Yeah.
I want to do another women's podcast if that's something you'd be interested in.
Yeah, I could definitely see with my timing and stuff because I'm busy all the time. So whenever I'm free, I can definitely hop on and, you know, be on
Okay.
there.
Thank you for that. And now that you get to your day, thank you again for coming to the podcast.
All
I really
right.
appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Have a good one.
You too. And I want to thank everybody else who came, listened to the story, who dropped by. Thank you again. Love your support. Always love having you. Thank you for listening. And remember, it's your story. God damn, I fucked up. Your car, your story. But this is our community. Thank you and have a great day. You go in. I think that